Well, it's been a really hot one today. It was 98 degrees at the peak temperature today. I have some good news that I want to share with you guys.
For the day I break these chains, I'm bound for the life of the simple things.
A number of people were saying that they didn't know I had memorabilia. A few people said they'd like to see it spread out so they knew what it looked like and everything. And then a couple of other people just suggested I do that. So I'm doing that right now. What I have here is all the different t-shirt colors, the white, red, black, gray, and blue over here. I have a link down in the description of the video here of all of the, that you can go to, and it lists all of the items here, all of the t-shirts. And then I also have stickers here. Right here is a Wanderlust Estate bumper sticker. Now these are made with 4mm vinyl and then 3mm UV coating, so they definitely won't fade on you outdoors. So if you put them on the bumper or whatever you want to do with it, you don't have to worry about it fading on you. So please, if you like the channel and you want to help support the channel and everything, go check out the merchandise here and get yourself one of these t-shirts or one of the bumper stickers. I'd appreciate that very much. And now we'll get back to the video. So something's kind of weird has been going on. My turn signal stopped working. Like the turn signals aren't working anymore. When I touch this, I hear that crazy sound. I pulled open this because I could hear the sound coming from inside here. And this guy, when it's making the sound, this guy is vibrating like crazy. So I'm thinking it's that blue thing that must be like the flasher actuator or something. And then no flasher, doesn't make that crackle. I don't get the vibration at all from any of the other units. So I got the turn signals fixed, and what turned out to be the problem is the hazards here, they weren't working, and I actually had them on. So when there was some corrosion inside the switch here, the turn signal switch, and it wasn't allowing it to make contact, and so it was buzzing like crazy. Now the switch is bad because my hazards won't work at all, and that's going to be a problem down the road. See how it turns off like that? So the hazards are a problem. That's probably within this switch unit. I've seen that it's kind of difficult utilizing that switch unit, replacing that switch unit, because there's a security, like a safety key lock in there. So I'll have to try to find out where I can get a set of those before I go to change it out. But at least now I'm legal to drive. Number one, I thought I'd just start off, give you guys an update on how my back's feeling. I'm so much better. I know I'm not ready to start doing real heavy physical labor and stuff, because the only times that it really bothers me is after I lifted something kind of heavy, especially if it's like an awkward shape. So I'm still not really able to go jumping into that. But I do have to say it's pretty cool that the only time that I basically need to take any of the muscle relaxers or any of the pain pills is when I've been out doing a whole lot, like maybe because I started walking, and the other day I walked a couple of miles, and then the back started bothering me just a little bit, not real bad. I took some ibuprofen, it kind of went away. or if I sleep on it funny. So that's a huge improvement. I'm not having to take any more than maybe one of the muscle relaxers in a day, and there's been several days where I haven't been taking any muscle relaxers, so I'm pretty excited that that's starting to heal up on, because you know, most of you guys out there know, or at least some of you out there know, like back issues can turn into like a huge ordeal. So I'm really excited that that's starting to, you know, starting to really get better, where I can start doing things again. Now, on the job front, I got some good news. So I ended up getting contacted about a job out in San Diego that I should be able to earn a decent amount of money. It's only temporary. It's going to end sometime in January. It depends on how the job goes, whether it's like at the beginning of January or at the end of January. But I have that. I think I'm gonna probably end up taking it and head over there. I hadn't made 100% decision on it just yet, but I'm pretty excited about that as well, because you know, it's been a lot more difficult than I was anticipating. Well, I mean, I don't know if it's difficult, it's just really early in the job hunt. So I've been trying to apply for jobs in the laboratory field, whether it be in more of a chemistry end or whether it be more in a bio end. And I've probably filled out, like, not filled out, but fully applied. Some of them it's just sending your resume, but I've probably applied to like 24 different jobs, and I've really only heard back from 2 folks, and those were recruiters doing a screen of the resumes to send out to the actual employer before I hear anything about an interview. And the first week I had one recruiter get back to me. They sent off my my resume, and we haven't heard anything back. They haven't heard anything on it yet, or one way or another. I don't know what kind of hiring timeline they're looking at, or if maybe they just didn't like what they had in my resume. So I don't know what's going on with that yet. And then I had another one that was sent in late last week, and there hasn't been anything heard from that. That was from through a recruiter. And some of the other jobs I applied to, in fact I applied to one that would be really cool to get, that I would love to get, and that was the job. It was a environmental laboratory technician, but it had about 50% of the time you were in the field, so there'd be about 50% of the time there was travel. So I'd get to go travel for the job. I had a job like a lot like that, where, you know, a third of the time to half of the time I traveled around, and I got some pretty cool stories. I got to go to the island nation of Cyprus out in the Mediterranean Sea, and I spent like 2 weeks in Poland, and there was a lot of time to go and do cool stuff. So that could be a really great opportunity for me. So I really hope to hear back from that company on that job. We'll see what goes on, but that's about it right now. You know, but at least it's all good news, or at least to me it's good news, so I'm pretty happy about that. Weight loss thing's going pretty good. In fact, here's the weight loss stuff. Today is now officially week 3 that I've been rededicated to my weight loss and focused on it after the challenge that I made with my buddy Mario, my college buddy. And I am about ready to do my weigh-in. I talked to Mario a little bit earlier today. I'm crushing him in the weight loss category. He's down about 3 pounds in those 3 weeks. And when we started that, if you see right here, the weigh-in,
the Viking. See what the damage is. That is 297.8.
297.8. Now 3 weeks into it, let's go ahead and find out where I am on the weight loss objective. I'm starting to feel a little bit better. Just, I feel easier about getting around. I'm sleeping a little bit easier on my sides and stuff, and on my back now. I think that the weight loss is starting to make an improvement for me. Sometimes I'm getting a little bit hungry now, more than I was before, but it's not overpowering yet. And this intermittent fasting thing that I've been doing, I feel like it's working really well. I don't feel like I'm starving myself. I'm eating 2 meals in a 4-hour period in daylight hours. In fact, when I'm done doing this weigh-in, that's what I'm gonna be going and doing, is getting some food. And I eat a small meal and I eat a large meal. And in my small meal, I put a lot of like live culture type foods. So I'm eating kimchi, and I'm eating kefir, and some other small item along with it. And if I still feel hungry in that meal, I'm eating a couple of live culture pickles. So that's my first meal. Then hopefully that has the hunger go away. Then about 2 hours later, I'm eating my big meal, and I'm planning on switching over and making better meals for myself. But right now I've just been doing fast food for that large meal. There you go. So let's get to the weigh-in right now. 3-week weigh-in. $270.
Get out there, connect with people, live your big story, and make sure you do something every single day to reduce world suck. Peace, guys.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all